In today's video, we're going to be talking about the difference between hydrogen water and alkaline water, because you're going to get a lot of questions about this because there is much difference. So here's the first thing that you want to know. Alkaline water, there's two different ways to make it. You can put chemicals like baking soda, like lye, in the water. That creates an alkaline water. So you can take tap water, put some baking soda, and now you have alkaline water. If you go to the store and you buy any of the alkaline waters on the shelf, they're all going to have added ingredients in them. So that is a way you can make alkaline water. So what happens with these alkaline water machines is they go through a process called ionization. So what ionization does is it takes the water coming through and it separates it with electricity. And now you have two different waters. You have an alkaline water and you have an acid water. So what we found out is I was representing the alkaline hydrogen water for 12, 13 years almost. And what we found out is that it was not the alkalinity that was getting the results, it was the hydrogen. And the higher you went in the pH, the more hydrogen you received from the water. And so we'd always put everyone at the highest level because that's when they were getting the best results. But it was not the alkalinity. And it's not a very strong buffer. So what I mean by that is this. You can take baking soda, I encourage you to do a little test. Take your tap water, put some baking soda in it, and then use some pH drops. You're gonna notice it comes to about an 8.0. Now that is alkaline water. So then you're gonna put a little lemon or a little lime because it's very acidic. It's not gonna change the water's pH. That's because it's more of a hard buffer. So you can put things to it, it's not gonna change, it's not gonna alter it. If you use ionized water and you have blue water or purple water for alkalinity, you're gonna put a little bit of lemon in it and it'll change it right like that. There's no buffering capacity. So when you drink alkaline water through the process of ionization, which all the other machines out in the marketplace that make alkaline water is going through ionization, you're gonna put it into the body. And what is the stomach? It's acid. So the moment the water goes into the system, it's gonna automatically make that water acid. So that again proves why alkaline water isn't gonna do your body any good if it's going through ionization. If you want a buffer and you put maybe baking soda in it, that will go into the blood. Now the problem with these other alkaline waters in the marketplace, they're adding things too. The minerals that they use, like the calcium that they use, the potassium that they use, those are inorganic minerals. So what's inorganic mean? It means a rock form mineral. So let me draw you a picture, okay? You have a plant that has roots. The plant goes down and guess what it picks up? Minerals from the rocks. So the plant pulls up all this magnesium, potassium, calcium, sodium, all the wonderful minerals, and it brings it up through to the plant. That's a chelated organic mineral. That is what our body wants. And that is used by the body. So when you're adding these things in, it's like taking a rock right from the earth and saying, here you go. And your body's like, how am I gonna use this? It takes a plant to chelate that mineral up so your body can actually use it. So when you're drinking alkaline waters on the shelf that have all these added things to it, guess what it's doing? It's building up. It's going into the blood, it can create alkalosis, which is too much alkalinity in the blood. Then you can get calcium deposits that lead to kidney stones, that lead to glaucoma. So alkaline water through that process is really not good for your system. Maybe just if you're doing a cleanse or something, just to put it in there, but stay away from it. And if you're gonna put minerals in the body, make sure they're organic, chelated minerals. Okay, so that's the differences between alkaline water through a chemical change and alkaline water through an ionization process. So now that you know that, now let's talk about hydrogen. So hydrogen is created through electrolysis. So our units have electrolysis, not ionization. So there's electrolysis, which is another reason why we don't have to clean, because the calcium is not building up on the units, on the electrodes. So when we go through that process, you don't need to change the pH. There's no shift in pH. So the hydrogen cup that we have, there's no shift in pH. The machines that we have, there's no shift in pH because it's not going through ionization, just electrolysis. So if you want to do your research, just look up alkaline water studies. You're not going to find any because it's not the alkaline of the water. It's the hydrogen. So look up hydrogenstudies.com. You have almost 1,200 studies on hydrogenwater.com. So that's how you can kind of see. And there's just no research that backs it up. The reason people got a result from these other alkaline water machines is because the higher the alkalinity, the more hydrogen is going into the water. And alkaline water, what happens is you have these little villi in your intestines. They're like little fingers, like little antennas. And those little guys are very susceptible to pH shifts, pH changes. So when you're drinking a lot of alkaline water through ionization or even through the chemical change, those little villi don't like it. It's not a good environment. And the body says, oh, get this out of me. So it goes in, and your duodenal sweep, it opens it right up and it goes right out. So it goes in and it gets out. It doesn't really get absorbed because your body doesn't want that high of a pH in it. So I hope that clears up some information about the differences between alkaline water and hydrogen water. All right, we'll see you in the next video.